This is the Grumman Cheetah. This is a plane made by Grumman American. This is currently what we use over at the flight school Flying Tigers to teach our private students with. It's a pretty unique airplane, and it's different from the Cessna that we use. Usually a lot of people use the Cessna 172s for flight training, and the Flying Tigers has a tradition of using the Grumman aircraft. You may have sounded familiar. There's the same company that built the F-14 Tomcat. So they make the Cheetah, they make the Cougar, they make the Tomcat, they make the Tiger. Basically, they make a lot of cat-ish sounding aircraft. This particular one has a sleek profile, kind of reminiscent to a fighter aircraft. It's got your stubbier wings than a traditional Cessna. The airframe is more streamlined, so it's a lot more maneuverable, more peppy. You get into it at first after a lot of experience with flying a Cessna, and you think it's a little weird, but after flying the Cheetah, you actually tend to like it after a while. The engine is not as powerful as a Cessna. It's a Lycoming mill, same thing as the Cessna has. This one's rated about 150 horsepower at 2,400 RPM, so there's really not too much to it. We'll go ahead and jump up on the wing real quick, and I'll just show you exactly what it has. The entry into the aircraft is pretty unique. Unlike the Cessna, which has the doors, you can actually climb up onto it like this and undo your little latch right here, swing it open, and this is the interior to the aircraft. I suggest leaving the canopy open while you get into it because it does get a little hot. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and sit on it. Since I'm the flight instructor, this is generally the side I get onto. Little outside air temperature gauge right there. Wow, that is hot. Okay, so here's the inside. Basically, pretty minimalistic controls. You have your control yoke here, your control yoke here. You have your radio quadrant right here. Then, if you look down here, you have your trim wheel. You have your flaps. It's a 3 degrees, 30 degrees, just like your Cessna. You hold it down, count to 3, 1001, 1002, 1003. That's 10 degrees. Then it's got a dead man switch all the way up, and you have flaps all the way up. Of course, cigarettes. Of course, we don't smoke. A little mic in case you don't have a headset. And then the thing is that you don't feed from both. You have a selectable tank. So you feed from your left tank or you feed from your right tank. You got your primer, your mixture, your throttle, your carb heat, your electrical setup, just like a regular airplane. Of course, that's your parking brake, your cabin heat. Then the only unique thing about this airplane is that you have your mag switch right here, or magneto switch. Then you have your mags, and then you have an independent starter switch. So you turn it on, you turn them both, turn your mags on, then you hit your starter. You have your 6-pack right here. You have your oil pressure gauges right here. So you have your amps, your oil temperature, your oil pressure, and your fuel pressure, your gyro section, and you have your regular, have your Hobbs meter right there. So that's it. Entry into and out of the aircraft is accomplished via this little sliding canopy. So when you're ready to go, you just slide that forward, latch it, and you're good to go. And this is a short introduction to the Grumman Cheetah, the aircraft that we use are our Flying Tigers.